I wish you saw me before I went. I was supposed to get my lashes done yesterday. I texted her because it's my friend like 20 times. I was like, I'm on my way. And I was like, wait, I don't think I can come. And then I was like, I think I'm being dramatic. I'm just going to come. And then I got in the car and I was like, the thought of closing my eyes, I'm not coming. I was like having a meltdown. She goes, I think you're having a panic attack. It's been a mess, a complete mess.
I literally feel like that all the time.
I've just been a mess. I think hormones are all over the place right now. Going through
literally
it.
me. Literally me. Because I've been like a fiery ball of rage.
Okay, the way that we... Guys, hi. Hey, guys.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Bookmark'd. This is such a great
Welcome
first
back.
impression that you all have. Yeah,
we're a
welcome
mess
back.
right now.
And
If you're watching, what?
It's real. We're not going to act like we're like, hey, like we're not, it's just real. We're not going to act like everything's good.
No. And if you're watching, we both have AirPods in because both of our headphones are just somehow dead. Mine, I don't remember.
Yeah.
You said that you fell asleep in yours, but I do that frequently, so it could have been that. I don't remember. I rarely charge them, fortunately.
Like, holding this microphone, I'm scared because also I didn't bring headphones for my podcast recorder. So I'm scared that one, the audio is just off, and two, that I'm not going to hear myself like hitting the microphone and making like annoying noises. So.
I think it'll be fine. We've used that one a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be good. Yeah.
Hopefully
If you're
it'll be
wondering, Destiny is at Isaac's right now. That is why.
Yes. That's why this looks like such a bare. It looks like no one lives here other than this mirror, but
it looks like you're in an
at Isaac's
Airbnb.
house. It does look like I'm in an Airbnb. It genuinely looks like I'm like kidnapped somewhere and like getting held hostage. And
It also looks like it's like 10 p.m.
Because
of the storm.
It's about to storm. Like literally, it looks like God's wrath is about to. Oh my God! I'm like just looked outside. The trees are like shaking so bad.
Imagine the power just goes out.
It would. I mean, it would matter because it would get dark. But
dark.
I have the hotspot on. But if you guys are wondering, a little backstory on my end, Isaac moved down to Bloomington, which is like a little bit over an hour away from my house. So I came down to spend the weekend with him, and I was going to go home to film this podcast, but there's a tornado warning. Literally, like I'm in the middle of a tornado warning, and I should be downstairs, but I'm upstairs where all the windows are. And Bookmark'd always comes first. So that's if you guys are like, Destiny, where are you at? Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just here.
We'll be watching this play out.
Oh yeah. And me and Sara are having a day. We're having a day. So,
I don't know what's in the air. Something's in the air and it's not good.
Please stick with us, guys. Genuinely stick with us with this episode because we're going to need it. Well, first of all, we should talk about our drinks of the episode and everything before we get into it. But I'm already a little scarred because of last week's podcast. So
that was a time. Okay, drink of the episode. What do you have? What do you have for us?
So I have two, as always. I feel like I always have two, but I feel like I always have a form of water. So right now I'm drinking Liquid Death. Looks like a beer.
Can. I love that can so much. I got that. Was that flickering lights going on right now?
Yeah.
Oh God! I was at a concert last summer and I asked for a water and they gave me that and I was just so confused because it like literally looks like a beer can.
Oh yeah, I walked in. Yeah, that's what's happening. I walked in with this yesterday because I bought it from Target. Bought like a case of them, and all the guys were upstairs. They were like, They literally were looking at me because they were like, I thought you walked in with like a case of beer, like, and that's like not something I would do.
You just like walked in. You're like.
And of course I was on one. So they were like,
what's going on?
What's going on? That's literally what they were saying. But I also have a muscle milk because I haven't really ate today. So we're hitting our protein intake with my muscle milk. So
there you go.
What do you have?
I haven't really eaten. I had a chocolate croissant this morning. That's what I had. I actually just have water. I mean, I have my Starbucks from before, but I'm not drinking it anymore. It's hit that point because we're usually filming a little earlier. It's a little later in the day, I feel like. And I got it way early before my lash appointment. It's sitting here, but I'm not going to drink it. It is a peach green tea lemonade today because I'm just an anxious mess, so I couldn't have caffeine. But I have my water. I've been just drinking some water.
It's too watered down even for Sara today, she said. She was like, I can't
that's when
even.
you know.
It's too
I could add
down.
ice to it, but that wouldn't be that good. But yeah, just drinking my water, staying hydrated.
Yeah, that's most important. I have slammed probably 3 of these today.
Slammed water cans. That's funny.
What do we have any reading updates? What are we reading?
Yeah, actually,
you said you were in
have
bed
2
reading today.
Yes, I have 2 reading updates. One is because I just watched your video, your 24 hours, and I watched it and I saw you reading the last word. And literally the night before you posted that, I was at Chris's and I brought the book with me because I had to finish it. And you should have, like, he was just sitting there and I was like, put on your show because I need to finish this book and I need to see what happens. And I was like running through it and I finished it that night before you uploaded that. So then I saw your reactions and stuff and it was just funny watching you react to what I just read. And it was one of the craziest thrillers recently that I've read, and you said the same thing, and I was like, I need to bring this up.
Well, what did you think about it? Like, what were your...
I think I gave it 4 stars, only because, like, in the middle, I got a little slowed down, because I just wanted it to pick up. I mean, it was a lot of adrenaline going on, but, like, I wanted the story to pick up a little, but back-to-back whiplash, the whole ending of that book, it was, like, insane. Like, I haven't read a thriller like that, like, kept me on the edge of my seat, and, like, my heart was racing in so long. But, yeah, and I watched you talk about it.
My eyes were just, like... this on the page, and I have the large print version, so I was literally just like, oh my god, what is happening? Like, I was just so enthralled. And I always tell people, I'm like, me, I'm a harsh rater, but I'm especially harsh with thrillers. So for me to genuinely be like, oh my god, I loved this so much, I just feel like that's like a whatever for it.
Yeah.
But what's the other?
That was the first one. And then I woke up the next morning, and when you finish a book and you don't have anything like on your radar, so I was on my phone. I just went on like the Kindle app, so I was going through Kindle Unlimited options, and I started reading Divine Rivals, which I saw on your book haul that you bought, or did you get, or you bought, or whatever. So I didn't even look at what it was about. I just started reading it, and I'm about a little over halfway right now. I've been just like reading that, and it's been a time. I'm actually like obsessed with it.
Now it's a fantasy, isn't it? That's what I thought.
It's fantasy, but it's it reads like a historical fantasy. Like, it's not like a high stake one. It kind of like it feels like it's in like an 1800s type of book. They're like journalists for a newspaper, so they like kind of write to each other like on a typewriter type of thing, but they don't she doesn't know that she's writing to him. It's like, it's cute, but it's like I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, but I was
What are you reading right now?
I was pleasantly I'm not reading anything, because after I made that 24-hour video, I was just like, I'm not in a book slump. That's not what it is. It's just that, like, this is, how bad is this that I literally just went and bought, like, however many books, and I'm like, I don't really feel like reading anything. Like, nothing's really catching my attention. I will say that I wanted to start rereading ACOTAR, but the thing is that I was like, oh yeah, guys, I'm going to make a whole entire huge ACOTAR video where I'm going to like reread the ACOTAR series. I'm going to completely full spoiler review it. And I'm just not in the mood to do it. Like, I'm in the mood to reread ACOTAR, but I'm not in the mood to like sit down and just discuss the book, which sucks because I just really want to reread it. But I'm like, I need to stay true to my word. So I picked up The Grace Year in the first book in the Natural series, and I feel like I'm going to start either one of those.
I've heard so much about the Natural series, and I want to read it so bad because I love a YA book like that, and I heard it's like Criminal Minds-esque, and I love that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I like couldn't remember exactly what it was about, but I remember seeing Larry talk about it, and I was like, I didn't even know that Jennifer Lynn Barnes had another series. So
yeah, and I loved her writing. Hers Just Games is so good, so I think I'm gonna buy it. My Barnes didn't have it. I went to look for it, so I think I need to just order it and start it.
Yes,
it sounds fun.
I want to address a few elephants in the room.
Okay.
I want to address a few. First of all, I want to formally apologize to everybody for the chaotic mess that was last week's podcast episode. I just want to let everyone know that it was ready for Thursday. Okay, it was ready. Yeah. There was no like, oh, it's not ready. So if you watched it, I went on the streaming service on my desktop. So like all the clips and everything were on my desktop, and I was like, okay, this is fine. Usually I edit on my laptop, whatever. For some reason, my desktop's like Final Cut Pro was just like not working. It was literally like, it was corrupting everything. It would just like delete my project and I would have to do all these steps to get it back. Like I was like, okay, what's going on? So then finally I was done editing it and I was like, I never want to see this again. Let's upload it. I uploaded it. I was at the nail salon and then I realized it's like 48 minutes long and the podcast is like, I forget, it's like over an hour. So I was like, okay, so there's 20 minutes missing. And I was like, okay, let me go home and figure this out. So then I ran home and I just like re-uploaded the audio and then it was 14 minutes long the second time around. And I was like, oh yeah, this is great. So then I just tried to like export it from my desktop to put it onto my computer. That didn't work. So ultimately what I had to end up doing was I had to re-edit the whole entire episode. Like just had to like get all the clips back, re-edit it. And that was like a span of like over 3 days that it was just like a mess. Like it was just a mess. And I was over it by that point. I was like, okay, like I'm trying my hardest to get this up, but I never want to see this episode again. Like I had to wake up yesterday morning on Saturday and I had to go sit at Starbucks for like almost 3 hours to try to even get it to upload because Isaac doesn't have Wi-Fi here. So I was like, okay, this is great. I woke up at 6 a.m. to go sit at a Starbucks and I was like, just having an absolute day.
Yeah.
So I just want to formally apologize to everybody for the chaotic mess that was.
That's okay. It wasn't your fault. Your desktop just malfunctioned a little bit.
Yeah. It was a mess. Second thing that I want to address that I usually, and I want to say this, that I probably will never address something like this again, but it's just really got to the point where it's like made me very upset and angry. So I'm going to talk about it. So last week in the last episode, guys, so there's been some like discourse, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere on some new book covers.
God.
And I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to have Sarah talk about it. I'm going to talk about it.
I could say like a few sentences. Yeah, I'll go.
So first of all, I want to say this. Can we please be so for real? Like, they are book covers, y'all. I understand if you like the old ones, that's great because that's your opinion. If you don't like the new ones, that's also great. That's your opinion. First of all, I want to address, I literally saw Jessa Hastings like post on her Instagram like a whole entire paragraph that made me feel so entirely bad because can we please remember when we have opinions about books, you're entitled to them, but full on like hating and outwardly expressing your hate towards an author who spends so much time creating these people for everybody and that she was she's creatively trying to make these covers while also having an overhead. Like she doesn't make all the decisions. That's not how this like publishing industry works. Authors don't have a 100% control over how their books look. And usually when an author gets picked up, sometimes their covers change. Like that's just for some reason how this works, especially if you were an indie author, like that's, whatever. To like full on like crap on what somebody has like decided what they want creatively for their book and what they feel like makes their book special makes no sense to me. Like it genuinely baffles me. I understand some of you were like, what you have to say, that's great, but can we put it into like a constructive manner instead of just being like, these are so ugly, I hate them, I don't know why she would ever do this. Like come on y'all, like this is so mean. And when I read her like whole entire paragraph being like, can we please like make it constructive, I understand, but like she was explaining the same thing, like it's not just up to me. Like it's not just like my thing, And I understand that people like the old covers. The old covers still available, by the way. You guys can go buy them. Like they're not. Yeah, gone.
They're like posting a link or something so that people can still buy them. It was because like she's like new publishers and like Daisy Hates Too has guns on the cover. Like she can't outwardly put that in a Barnes and Noble or something. Like you can't. Like I don't know. The OG covers have a special place in my heart. And then I saw the new covers and I thought they were fun. I have the original covers. I love them so much. They're like my babies. But I thought the new covers were fun, and I expressed that opinion, and people still think I'm lying about it because they think that I just love Jessa so much, which I do love Jessa so much. And if I hated the covers, I wouldn't go on about it to Jessa because it's like not her fault. It's a personal opinion if I didn't like them. But I genuinely thought that they were fun covers. They're fun. They look whatever, like the pink and the red of Magnolia Parks. Like, and people are not liking that I said that, and it ruined my day. Like I said something about it, and they came at me, and I had a horrible day.
And listen to this, because the covers, they make sense. If you don't like the covers, that's fine. Okay. One thing that we're also not going to do is come for somebody who has a different opinion than you, because that is also something that made me mad in last week's episode, was that we didn't even bring up the Magnolia Parks covers, whatever. People were still commenting about it. And I want to let you guys know that from here on out, if I see any comments that were like some of the comments that were going on, you will definitely just immediately be blocked. Like I'm just not doing it, because the hate that I also saw to Sara, because Sara just said, it's not like Sara was like, oh my god, I'm absolutely loving these, like I love them more than the original covers, like you're literally no, Sara just
I never said that I liked it more than the original. I would like the original covers are just like phenomenally done. Like her friend drew them personally to the books. Like it's like nothing can really beat that. They're just fun new covers. Like I don't know. It's not that serious.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not that serious. And I just wanted to address it because, especially like the hate comments that I saw that were coming at Sara just for saying that she liked the cover. Like she just liked it. Some people just want to straight up be so mean and cruel over something like that. So I'm going to tell you guys that if I see that just from anybody, it's done. Like, you're getting blocked. It's no more. It's just ridiculous, quite literally. And to have that type of hatred going on the comment section, I'm just not going to stand for it, especially when it's towards Sara, who literally like is just the sweetest little angel. I just want to say that is something that made me mad this week, and I just wanted to address it because let's just respect everybody's opinions. It's literally just book covers. I swear you guys will be fine. You guys don't have to buy them, and that's fine. Don't buy them.
Exactly.
It's
just a book cover.
And that's that. It's just a book cover. No need to get all upset over it. Thank you guys so much. And we can move on to talking about Sara's birthday, because it was Sara's birthday last week, right?
I forgot that we filmed that. Yeah, the day before. I think we filmed the last episode for my birthday.
So I posted a vlog, but we want to hear some little behind the scenes of your birthday and how your birthday went.
Yeah, I remember I went to bed like 11 o'clock the night before. I'm like not one that stays up till 12. I feel like I've passed that age where I'm excited for my birthday. Yeah, I went to bed and then I woke up and had birthday messages. It's always so nice. Everyone that says happy birthday to me, I like cried over all of them. But yeah, it was fun. I woke up and had my morning, got my coffee, got ready. Chris and I went to the city. That's like our thing. We just like immediately just go to the city because there's like nothing else.
You literally
I don't know.
live like, what is that, 40 minutes? No.
Yeah,
40 minutes.
not that far, like an hour-ish.
Yeah.
Not that far.
I would be going to the city all the time if I
There's just more things to do there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to the city. We got there and we were going to get lunch, and he like made a reservation a while ago, but then he had another thing that he made an appointment thing with. And it was like too close for us to go to that lunch spot. So the hotel we usually go to has like a really nice like restaurant type thing, a bar and everything. So we were just going to drop our bags off and go there. We got there and there's like a wine tasting event going on. There's like tipsy people everywhere, and we weren't allowed in. And he was like, of course, because every time he tries to plan something goes wrong. Like he's just not a good planner. So we just walked around.
He made the effort.
He does, and that's why I appreciate it. But yeah, we walked around to find food because you can find food anywhere, and we stopped at this random place. It was like a Spanish restaurant, and then I wanted to sit outside because it was so nice out, and then just started downpouring out of nowhere, so we had to move inside, and we just waited till the rain stopped because it was like one of those that just passes, but it was just like downpouring, and I was watching everyone outside just running, like a guy in a suit running around. I just felt so bad. But yeah, we ate lunch, went back to the hotel, did some gifts, some birthday gifts. That was cute. Yeah, and then we went to this like I told him I wanted to go to like either a museum or like something we can do while we're there, because like only the things you can really do is like shop and eat and whatever. So we went to this thing called Inter, and it's like an interactive experience, and you put on these like 3D glasses
Yeah, I
and
saw
like
that.
you go into different rooms and it's like all lights and it's really interesting. I don't know, but it was only us two and then this family. So just us and the family in every single room. It was like a little daughter and like I don't know. It was really funny, but that was fun. It was very interesting. Highly
I
recommend.
did see that. I saw that and I thought it was cute. And when you posted on your story his birthday post for you, I was like, that is so adorable.
I know people were
like
sending.
that always get my
Yeah,
heart.
people were sending me his Instagram posts, and they were like, your fan page is really growing because all of his posts are just of me on there. Because he doesn't post on Instagram. He just like whenever he has pictures, it's always with me because I'm always wanting to take pictures. He doesn't have any, so this whole Instagram, it's so funny because it's just of me.
That is such a slay on Chris's part. Like, it's just a fan page dedicated to
No,
you.
literally,
That's such a slay.
it is. It's funny. But yeah, we did that. Went back to the hotel and hung out. Oh, I went shopping actually after that because I told him I'm like, I don't care what you plan, just make like an hour or two for me to shop because it's like there's no brandy around me. Like I just like to go in the city and shop. So went shopping, bought some birthday gifts for myself. That was really fun.
I saw you got your bag that we talked about.
Yes, I did. I was so excited because we went and I was like planning to just go and just look around, and if like I liked one, I would do it. Like I didn't want to plan it before, but I did end up planning before because I can't rest and just go into places like that. So I saw one online that I liked, but I feel like it would look different in person. So I showed the girl and she only had it in like this black and tan color and I wasn't loving it. So she's making me try on like all these different ones and I'm not liking any. And I'm like, if I'm spending this kind of money on a bag, like I want to like it.
Exactly. That's what I was about
Like,
to
it's
say. Never
not an
settle,
easy
especially
purchase.
when you're like getting something of that sort. I would never.
Yeah.
I would never settle. I'd be like,
Oh,
I wanna
no.
get what I want to get.
Yeah, and I feel like she was like not trying to convince me of like liking some of them, but like I think she just wanted me to get a bag. But the one
Well-
that I wanted, it's because she's a salesperson. She's got to do that.
Yeah. Well, no, and like whenever there's been points where like me and Isaac will walk into like a Louis Vuitton store and we both know that like we're not going to get anything. And I always tell him like, I don't want to walk in there because I feel like it's not a store that you can just like look at it. It's like a store where it's like if you're walking in here and you don't buy something, they're 100%. It feels like they're judging you. 100%.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But the bag that I wanted, they didn't have in the color I wanted, but I liked the way it looked on. Like I wanted a bag that I could wear every day and get my use out of because of how expensive it is. Like I wanted one I could wear with literally anything. So
Yes.
I liked it. I ordered it. I was like low-key a little upset because I wanted to wear it that day, but like it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I ordered it.
Oh, that
It
would
came
have sent me into a tizzy.
Yeah.
Oh my! Why am I? Isn't that like British slang? Why did I just say
I
that?
don't know. I've said that before. A tizzy.
Don't want to get myself into a tizzy.
Yeah, it sounds like something. Yeah, in an accent, it sounds better. But yeah, ordered it, and then we actually went down because not funny at all. Like actually, the least funny story.
No, I'll laugh.
Chris's wallet got stolen the night before my birthday. There you go. If you want to hear about
It's not
that.
funny at all, but you said funny, and then it made me laugh.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
it's funny
Chris.
because because he is so bad at keeping track of things. I gave him my Lululemon crossbody bag because he needs stuff on him. So it was like that week before my birthday, he lost his debit card, ordered a new one. And then we went out to dinner the night before and he lost his debit card. So we had to go somewhere and it had cash only. So we're like, okay. But then we went to get ice cream after and I don't know what happened between ice cream and coming home, but the next morning he was like, check your car, like my wallet's in there, like I need it for like your birthday and stuff, obviously, and was not in my car, was not in my house, was nowhere to be found, and he looked on like the card and it was charged to, I don't know where it was like an Aldi's, Walmart, and like this random like gas station type place, and he was like, obviously it's stolen. So now all of his cards are in that wallet. It was like a Louis wallet his aunt gave him for his birthday or whatever. It's like a whole thing. He was having a meltdown. And he was like, of course, on your birthday. Oh, yeah. And like watching him have a meltdown, I felt so bad because it was like his last straw was that wallet getting lost and stolen. He thought it was lost at first, but it was completely stolen. So he had like his cards on Apple Pay, and thank God he lost his debit card the week before because he had a new one for the day. So he had to cancel everything. He had to carry his passport around New York because he didn't have his ID, which was so funny. Just showing people your passport is so humbling.
Oh yeah, because if he wanted like alcohol or something, he had to show
Yeah.
ID.
Oh yeah, and like getting into the hotel, like he had to show proof of ID, and it's like his passport and a picture of him when he was like younger. It was just so funny. But yeah, that happened the night before, so that was very interesting. But no, we went shopping. Then we ended up going out to dinner with my brother. Met us because he lives in the city. We got some food, took some pigs, went to get ice cream. We went to this ice cream place. And you know
I
that
saw
guy?
it in your
Did you see
vlog.
that? Yeah, I used to watch this guy on TikTok like forever, and then it came on my TikTok the night before my birthday that he opened an ice cream store, and it was like really close to where we were. And I told them, I was like, I don't care what we're eating or what we're doing because Chris planned it all. I was like, we're getting ice cream here after. So we walked over, and it was interesting because the ice creams are like in the shape of a ball, but they throw it to you and you can like catch it. Like, you can play catch basically, and you give it back, and then they crush it up. So I'm like, the only point of it being in a ball is for you to catch it. Like, it's so interesting. And they have this thing on the wall where it's like you can pay for an experience to learn how to like make the ice cream balls and stuff. And I'm like, you're basically paying to work at the store. Isn't that so weird? Oh, it was so funny seeing
I saw
that.
you do that in your vlog, and I was like, Sarah is so adorable. I would, like, I could never. Like, if Isaac, like, it's my toxic trait, June. Like, because if Isaac tried to take me somewhere like that, I'd be like, nope, not catching it. Nope, what if I drop it? This is so embarrassing. I look so stupid. Like, those would be the thoughts in my brain. Like, I wish I could just do cute stuff like that and just be like, oh, yeah, look, I'm just like, whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't do it. They watch me. And the way I had to tell Chris to record me doing it, he does not like anything in public like that. Like, he gets so embarrassed, so I made him record it. And my brother is like even less like that. Like, he doesn't like anything in public like that. I was like, no, record me in front of everyone. I need to show them what I'm doing. I'm catching an ice cream ball in a bucket.
I'm
So I did that.
Quite literally opposite. I'm the one that's like, nope. Like, if my brother or Isaac knows that I'm vlogging, they're like, oh, do you want me to record this for you? And I'm like, nope. Like, Isaac will offer and I'll say no. My brother is straight up like, nope, we're going to record it. I'm going to get this angle. Let everybody know that I'm recording. Like, let everybody know. And I'm just like,
yeah,
no, I can't.
It's so, yeah, it's just, yeah. That, I don't know, but we did that. Went back to the hotel, and then we walked over. We got like snacks and stuff. I don't know. We just like hung out. And then the next morning, we went to like my favorite little. We went to Maman. I took you to Maman.
Oh, yeah,
we went
that's what I
there.
was about to ask you about that. I was like, I saw you went to the little coffee shop.
Yeah. We went there, and it was cute because they had like a. I don't know. I got up to to order, and they had like a collab. Like, I've never seen this, like a coffee shop, and I guess people do that, but they had like a collab, I guess you can say, with, I forgot the name of the skincare brand, but they were giving away those big headbands, like skincare headbands, for free. They were like, you want a headband? And then you take a little over. I don't know what the skincare name was, but it was so cute. So now I have like one of those huge, like.
I was about to say, I know you took the headband. I know you did.
Oh yeah, of course. I said, yeah, I want it. She was wearing it too, like while she was working. It was really cute. But
the little like there, one you see everywhere.
Yeah, and it was like, it's like a tan color. It was cute. And then
so bad.
I have a pink one. I'll give you.
I'm gonna order one off Amazon.
I'll literally send you one.
I'll order it on Amazon, Sarah. Fine.
And then my dad. No, my stepmom called Chris the morning of my birthday.
Oh, this
was the day before this. Yeah, it was so interesting because she called Chris, and Chris was like, we have to go somewhere tomorrow. We have to leave the city at this time. And like, they weren't telling me anything. Because my dad, he lives in Florida, if you guys don't know. So I wasn't with him. So we were leaving, and he was like, we're going to Tiffany, the jewelry store. And I was like, why are we going to Tiffany? And it was funny because my stepmom told Chris, he was like, she said, make sure you tell Sara that you're going there because of us, not you, because I don't want her to think that you're going there to look at engagement rings or something like that. And it was so funny because Chris was like, I would ask her dad before I even decide to do that or something like that. Is that
where your brain would have went though? Would you have been like,
no.
Yeah, no. I was about to say, I was like, I don't feel like your brain would have been like, oh, we're looking at engagement rings.
No, but yeah, no, definitely not that. But we went, and it was funny because it doesn't matter where I'm waking up from the next day. It looks like I'm doing like I'm hungover. Like, if I'm not sleeping in my bed and at home.
Hungover, walk of shame.
Yeah, like that vibe. That. Me and Chris were always just a mess. Yeah.
Oh, no, not me. Isaac will literally wake up, take a shower, look so polished, and I'm like, nope, don't have the energy to take a shower, brush my hair, change my clothes. We're walking out like this. It looks like I've had a rough night. every single morning when I go somewhere, it looks like I've had a rough night.
Yeah, if I don't give myself like a morning to like have my morning routine, I look crazy. So we're walking into Tiffany, and it's like middle of a Wednesday or whatever day it was, and we just look crazy. And we told the guy that was like at the front, we were like, we're here for whatever her name was. It's my stepmom's friend works there. That's why we went there. They got it from there, so I could go there and whatever. And they put us in like this room. They have like a room with like 2 glasses of champagne. Keep in mind it's like 11 a.m. We're like just a mess. She says, I'm going to close the door, let you guys have your moment. It was like this huge dramatic thing. And she closed the door. And then me and Chris just look at each other like, well, literally, what is going on? But it was really cute. There was like a little gift box on the table, and I opened it up. I had a little note for my dad and my stepmom. For my birthday, they gave me like a little necklace. It was really cute. And it was really fun. I FaceTimed them, and it was like this whole little, yay, happy birthday moment.
That is so adorable.
It was really, really cute. Yeah.
I love that so much.
Oh, and while I was there, I was literally in the lights show going on, and Chris is like over there recording everything, and I went on my phone, and I got a text from Lauren that said that she got off the wait list for the Elin Hilderbrand signing. So I was like, okay, like if you got off, we did it at the same time, maybe I did. And me, her, and Chris's cousin Danny all got off at the same time. And I'm in the middle of like an interactive experience, just like signing up for this, paying for it and everything. And I was like freaking out.
You've been so lucky lately.
I don't know what's going on, right? I don't know what's going on.
Literally, Sarah, just for context, even though the Nile thing went wrong, it went awry, she won the tickets to the Nile thing. She won the Alice Feeney giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
And now you got into the Elin Hilderbrand thing.
Yeah. And my Luke Combs concert tickets I got before it sold out.
And you did get the Luke Combs concert tickets. Thank you so much for adding that, Sarah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I had to. I felt really accomplished for that one.
You said, girl, I had to. Don't even come at me. I had to.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. But it was for the day after, which I think was a Thursday or whatever day of the week, middle of the day, another middle of the day. Yeah, and it was like crazy because like people are working. It's at like 5 p.m., but whatever. So Lauren couldn't go, but me and Danny went.
That whole entire, like, I love Elin Hilderbrand's books, but please tell me that it doesn't seem like you would have pulled up and been around a bunch of like wine moms, like wine yoga type of mom.
The whole, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, the whole line when we got there was wrapped around, like, I've never seen a line like this. And she does like themed things, so it was pink. Everyone's in pink. Every single one is like a mom, like a woman, mom, grandma. Like no one was me and Danny's age. Not one person was me and Danny's age. It was crazy.
Her books are definitely for the moms, like the like 30, kind of 30, maybe 40. And
everyone around us, like, oh yeah, that's the vibe. And everyone
novel.
Everyone around us was like saying how they met her before, like this is like their 10th time going, and me and Danny are like, literally, we don't know what's going on. But it was really sweet because when we got there, they were like passing around food, and because you paid for it, it wasn't like one of those where it's like you just show up.
Well, give me some food if I pay for it.
Yeah, we went online for like 2 hours, and the 2 women behind us, we ended up talking with them. They were like older women, but we were talking about traveling and books and the books we've read. They were talking about like Taylor Jenkins Reid and Emily Henry and like all these books. And it was like so cute with 4 of us just chatting. It was like a little mini book club. And thank God because we were there online for 2 hours. And they were so sweet. I followed one of them on Instagram. It was like such a fun time. And then we got in, you got like drinks, like because you go around like a little bar. And I think it's because we're not her usual demographic, or she doesn't like know of us. Like we are so young that like meeting her was like I think we thought that she was going to like love us because we were like the young people. I don't know. That was just what we thought. But I was just so like, like nonchalant. Like she signed the books, we took a picture and we walked away. Like we didn't really say anything. I told her though that Perfect Couple was like the first book that got me like right back into reading and stuff. But like that was as much as I could get out. But I don't think that we're like, I think she really loves connecting with like all the women there. Do you know what I mean? Like that's like her people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my toxic trait is I would have cried over that. Not that that's her fault. Not coming at her.
Oh, yeah. No, not her fault.
It's like there's, again, a long line. She's also been sitting there all day. Like,
yeah,
you know, you don't really have time to sit and talk to people, but I would have been like.
Yeah, it was crazy, though. She's lovely. Like, she is beautiful in person.
I know.
I don't know. We saw her, like, chatting with everyone while we were online, too. She, like, I don't know. She's really cute and she's really sweet, but it was an experience. It was fun.
We were talking about you meeting Ellen at my family dinner. We were having family dinner that night.
Oh, really?
Me, my mom and dad were sitting down, and I had my niece with me, and my mom follows Sara on Instagram, so she's always like, "Did you watch Sara's new video?" I think so. Like, talking like that with me, and so,
she's so cute.
We were sitting there, and my dad was like, "Who is this woman?" Like, my dad's like looking at the picture on my mom's phone, and he's like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "It's Elin Hilderbrand, the author." And then my niece goes, "Is that you, Des?" And I was like, "No, no, Mila, it's not
I can't.
How many books did you get them signed by her, or just her new book signed?
I brought books with me, but I don't think it was like that. I think it was just her books like she had for us. Yeah, it was a 5-star weekend, and it was at like a bar, which was interesting because usually she does it at like bookstores, like in independent bookstores she does them at. And we were asking the guy when we got to like closer to the front of the line that works with it, and we were like wondering why it was at like a bar. And he was like, "You see that guy over there?" He was like, "She met her boyfriend at this bar, so whenever she comes back, she likes to have meet and greets or her little signings here, or just coming back to this bar because that's where they met." And it was so cute. Yeah.
That is so cute.
So it was really sweet.
Actually. I was gonna say,
it's a beautiful day.
I don't know. I thought maybe if it was a winery, what is it about her books that make me think?
It's just the aesthetic of just her. I think she loves because she's from she lives on Nantucket, basically. Like
I
whatever.
want to go to Nantucket.
I know.
So bad. Ever since you and Haley talked about it, so many TikToks come up of my.
Oh yeah, I got a few too.
Nantucket summers.
I think we should go.
I'm like,
for real.
I'm like, I will book it. I will literally book it. And we'll all go.
I think we should go at like the end of the summer when it like people are like leaving maybe, so it's not like so crowded.
In August.
Okay, I'm down.
Isn't that the end of summer? Because don't kids go back to school in August?
Yeah.
Kids, I'm literally 20. Why do I age myself? Not that it's bad to be older, but I feel like I age myself all the time. So I'm like, don't the kids these days go back to school in August? And I'm like, girl, you're 20.
No, last night I was at dinner with my old dance teacher. She like got a few of us back together and went out to dinner last night, and I forgot my ID, but I was like, "No, it's fine, I'm 22." And then my friend was like, "You literally just turned 23. You are not 22 anymore." And I was like, "I forgot."
It was like on the podcast, our like first actual episode, when you were like, yeah, I'm about to be, I think you said that you were 23, and I was like, "You're literally 22."
Yeah.
Like,
I can keep up. I think it's just the year that it is my age, and that's really makes me thankful.
Getting older.
Yeah.
How does being 23 feel?
I don't know. I think
good so far?
I don't know. I liked being 22. I think that's a good age because I feel like 21, I feel like I was still like, it felt young because like you're finally like legal to do everything. You're at that age. But 22 felt like a good age. 23 is like nearing the 25s, too close. It's hitting too close to home. So I'm fine though. Feeling good.
I feel like the like milestone birthdays now that like you have left after you hit 18 is like, I thought that 20 was a milestone birthday. I guess not, because it's like you're saying goodbye to your teenage years. Like whenever I turned 20 this year, I was like, this is such a big deal. Like this is like a big birthday. Like, because for me, like 21, I feel like is like you're unlocking everything else in life except for like being able to rent cars. Because I think you have to be like 24, 25, 23, 24, 25, whatever. Well, I think it differs from state to state. Anyway, like 21's like the big age. You kind of are unlocking everything in life. Like you can really like go do whatever.
Yeah.
And then I feel like 25, because you're like halfway through your 20s, obviously your 30s, and then I feel like your 40s, and then just like every 10 years it's a big birthday. But I thought 20 was gonna be a big birthday because it's
I feel like once you hit 21, it's the big birthday because you unlocked everything and you're no longer a teenager too. Like you're like have it all right now.
I don't know. Also, it just sucks because my birthday is literally in the middle of January. Well, at the end, not the middle, babe. The end of January. And so it's like, especially living in Indiana, ask me what there is to do. Nothing. Every year on my birthday, I literally just sit at home. And then we go to like
we're gonna have to
restaurant.
We're gonna have to plan a trip for your 21st. We should go to like Florida or something in the warmth.
San Diego last year for my birthday, but it was freezing there. Like literally, you woke up and it was like I couldn't feel my fingers. Like I remember the pictures that I have on my Instagram of me wearing like the little cute tank top with the like white linen pants. Like I thought
you're really freezing.
It's California, like it's gonna be warm. No. I literally was going like this. I could not feel my fingers. I couldn't, like, when your fingers are just like stuck.
Yeah.
And I was holding an iced coffee. But anyway, yeah, I'm like, whenever my birthday rolls around, I'm always like, nah. I'm always just like, don't really care. I just
I'm usually the same. That's why like Chris planned it. I was like, I don't care what I do. If you want to plan something, we'll do something. But I don't really care.
I want to go all out for all of like my friends' birthdays or like Isaac's birthday. I'm always like, let's go all out. Let's go do this. Let's do that. And then people are like, what do you want to do? I'm like, nothing. I don't know. There's nothing to do. It's like the middle of winter. There's snow all over the roads and no one wants to go outside. So it's like, whatever. But I say this all the time. I do not acknowledge that I'm no longer a teenager, and not in a way where it's like, I miss high school, because I don't. It's in a way of like, when like say you're places and then you have like creepy men that like want to like come up to you. I literally want to be like, I'm underage. It's like, no, you're not, babe. You're a full grown woman. Like you can't just like keep on.
That was me at Barnes the other day, because I was buying some books and there was just like a man in there and he was walking around, and like, when you feel like they're following you, you're just like, to me, I feel like everyone is following me. I'm always on edge. I'm never relaxed. So I felt like he was following me, and then I went to the checkout and then he went to the checkout, and I was like, oh my God, we're gonna be in the parking lot at the same time. He was fine. He was probably not following me. I actually don't think he left at the same time as me. It was just in my head. I just make it seem like something's gonna happen. And I was really nervous.
That's okay, because I'm the same exact way, especially because now I feel like the guys know that the girlies are loving books. So like you have creepy men that
where they're headed,
walk around Barnes, and it just sucks. Like it's just, there's
the girlies can't have anything.
No, we can't. Genuinely, we can't. Don't know if you saw this. I think it was last night at the Minneapolis show of the Eras Tour. I'm going to talk about the Eras Tour.
Oh, I did. This morning I saw.
First of all, I respect Miss Taylor. She basically, in like the sweetest way possible, she like always tries, she like is always like very like, guys, so listen. She was basically telling everyone like not to like attack John Mayer when Speak Now comes out.
Yeah, I saw that.
She was like,
well, she probably saw what everyone did to Jake.
But I feel like John saw how ruthless we were. I'm like, just let us do it. Just let us do it. John Mayer literally is terrible. Just, you know what? And here's what I think. I think that she said, hey, don't do it. And that's all she needed to do. So, like, if people still do it anyway, I understand. Whatever. Respect her wishes. It's just hard for me to let that go. Like, I can't let that slide.
I have no more, I was looking at my list of, like, songs I'm waiting for her to play. But, like, I still have the hard hit of my two favorites that, like, it's not hitting me anymore. Like, it's okay if you guys get them.
Did you see, I saw this also this morning where it was like this, oh my God, it literally almost brought me to tears. This girl tweeted at Taylor and she was like, I'm going to your show tonight. Can you please play Daylight? Because this is like the 5-year anniversary of losing my brother. And like, this is a song that like means a lot to me. And I'm going to your concert tonight to kind of like help take my mind off of it. And Taylor literally played Daylight as a surprise song. And
Scott,
it may have been so completely, it may have been completely coincidental, but I just like believe in my heart of hearts that like somebody on her team saw that, and she just seems like the type of person to like pay attention to that stuff. And it just like, oh my God, it got my heartstrings for real. I literally was like sitting in bed. That made me cry this morning. And also, I don't know if you've seen this, but all over TikTok, can we talk more about this? Can we stop talking about the submarine? Okay, can we stop talking about that? And can we talk about this old man that his dog ran away, and it's been like a week.
Oh, I think I saw this.
It's like everywhere. Like people are like looking for this dog, and literally one of the
Did they find it?
No.
Oh my!
I swear I'm gonna start crying. In one of the posts that he made, he was like, please, like, I think the dog's a little bit older and it may be like a little kind of a little bit skittish, a little bit, whatever. And he was like, if you guys see her, please don't shoot her. I swear she's a good dog. Like, please just like take her in and wait for me if you see her. And I literally woke up from a nap yesterday and started just almost like wanting to bawl my eyes out because.
Where is he? Do you know?
He's like in Texas, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Texas,
Haley
San Antonio. No, I said I'm literally going to drive down to Texas and literally find this dog. I'm going to John Wick for this dog.
Someone's got to find the dog.
Oh no, someone has to find the dog. Like I'm way more into that than the whole entire submarine thing.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you
the submarine was interesting until we all took it too far. We all ran with the submarine.
It's
And I've never seen something that's on the news like that, like, be thrown into memes so quick. Like, I've never, and something that's like a tragic, like, disappearance and people dying. Like, I've never seen so many memes be made out of something like that in my life.
I think it's because people just genuinely don't care about rich people and their feelings. Like, I just genuinely think that's what it is. Like,
That's just crazy that like even was a thing to me. The remote control, everything about it just blows my mind.
Every time I saw a new meme for it, I was like, what the absolute hell is going on? Like, that's just, I was like, I don't understand what is going on here. Like, what do you mean a bunch of millionaires got on a submarine that they made that the engineers said would probably just fail, and you guys got on it anyway? And
I know. I remember coming into the kitchen and it was on the news like the first time I saw about it, and my mom was like, I was like, what are you watching? And she was like, they're missing a submarine. And I looked at her and I was like, how do you lose a submarine? And she was like, no. And then I looked at how like the size of it and everything, and I was like, literally, what's going on?
When I crazy. First me talking about how people need to stop talking about it and continue talking about it, but when I first saw it, I was like, why are people making memes about this? Like, you're telling me like a group of people. Like, I thought that this was like some Navy SEALs. Like, I don't know. And I was like, wait, they went down to go look at the Titanic. Baby, if you don't leave that alone, leave that alone, go on YouTube. Guys, please. It is 2023. Please understand, the ocean, one of my greatest fears is the ocean.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I don't want to mess with it. Okay?
Yeah.
Like,
it's terrifying.
I mean, everyone always says, like, there's so much of the ocean that's not explored. Listen, the fact that, like, trained divers, I mean, you can't even go down deep into the ocean because you start getting literally, like, you're feeling drunk, the pressure, you don't know what's lying down there. Like, it's genuinely terrifying.
I'll barely go in the ocean now, like, over the summer. Like, I'm scared to go deeper in because I don't want to. There's, like, shark sightings, like, close to the shore now over here. It's crazy. It will not catch me out there.
Isaac always wants to do jet skis whenever we go anywhere, and I'm always like, all it takes is just one shark to swim up next to me. And I'm so dumb that I would jump in out of fear. Yeah. Out of fear of the shark, I would jump in and just let it take me.
Yeah. I'm happy that when I was younger, we used to do some family vacations, and I'm happy that I experienced stuff. Like, I feel very grateful that I have, because now I'm scared of everything. So I don't think I would be on anything like that.
Oh, literally me. Every time I think of something, I'm like, well, at least I did that early on in my life, because
like, I love the comfort of my my home.
I love my comfort zone. Completely good with staying in that small little circle that I have.
So good.
Okay, I'm completely good where I'm at, but yeah, I was like, genuinely, I don't know, this took the internet by storm.
Yeah, it's like literally it blew up like the fourth wing blew up. Like, it came crazy. It was all over.
Another thing that I've been getting tagged in a lot on TikTok, I want to say, someone who worked on the Spider-Verse movie. I know all of you were telling me to shut up in your brain. I don't care.
I think I might have sent you. I think I know. If I know what you're about to say, I almost sent you one this morning about something about Spider-Man universe.
They said the creator said that there's multiple versions of the movie out in theater.
I was like, she definitely already knows this. I'm not sending it to her.
My mind was blown. I was like, how? Like, why did you guys do this? And I thought it was like a big thing. Like, I thought it was like a different endings type of thing. It's not different endings. It's just like different scenes.
What is it?
Different. Like, for one of them, there's just like a little small thing where like the girl that's helping this character, his name's Miguel. Okay. Moving on. She's like his little thing. Like, in the comic, she kind of is like his little helper. I don't know how to describe things. Anyway, there's like a scene where he's asking her to help, and the scenes that I saw, I watched the movie 2 different times in 2 different theaters, and I saw the same scene twice. She like takes a selfie with him, and he has like the bunny filter on, and the other one she like fist bumps him. Like, there's just little things like that, like where maybe there's a different line, or maybe there's like a different little scene that they put in.
Oh, that's like cute little Easter eggs.
It's cute. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go to the movies and literally try to like see.
But how are they, like, where are all the different ones? Like, just different theaters?
Yeah, I think they just like gave different theaters like different forms of the movie.
That's really fun of them. I love that.
No, I do. I love it so much. And something else that I love about it was that there's a 14-year-old that was on production for the movie. There's a Lego sequence in the movie. It's like a cute little just like Easter egg to different forms of Spider-Man. And a 14-year-old made that whole entire thing. He like completely like it was so
That's
cute.
cute.
And I just had to bring up Spider-Man at least once in today's video.
I know. I'm surprised I haven't
today's podcast.
brought up Harry yet. Maybe I should find something to say.
Yeah.
Oh, his tour's almost over. I'm waiting to win that giveaway for his last show.
Oh my gosh. I sent Sara a video and I said, does this feed your Delulu fantasies? Because I don't know who they were talking about. Is that like a singer that opens for
It's his
him?
band. No, it's his bandmate Sara. That's why I didn't really feed my delusionals because I know who he's talking about.
Oh, see, I don't know anything about Harry, and people were just saying, Sara, 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 and I like sent it to her and I was like, does this feed your delusional fantasies of like
I don't know.
you're YN and they're like wanting you to be at the show, like bring Sara out. We want to see Sara.
I could dream.
The Kraven is like based off like
What is
comics.
But what does the cover look like? Like what's on the cover? Is there a cover? Maybe I saw a different TikTok. Maybe I'm talking about something different.
Like the
Is it a
movie
cartoon?
poster?
Yeah, what's the
No.
movie poster of?
Movie poster? He's like an actual person.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look it up because I saw a TikTok of this girl. It was like, I don't even care about the movie. Like kind of what you're
it's
saying.
definitely what I'm talking about then.
Let me look it up.
He like
And I
think
saw
he
it and
has,
I was like-
fur on. I think he has like fur on. And he's sitting in a chair.
Wait, what is it called?
Craven. Just look up
Kraven?
Craven Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, these are some weird things that are coming up. Okay, I can't. Oh yeah. It was this one.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yes, that's
That
the
one
movie
is what
poster.
came up, and this girl was like, "I don't care. I'm just gonna see it from him or something like that."
Yeah, and he's like married to like a older woman, like I think significantly older, and
Oh.
that's little. And so people
Oh.
are always like, when the trailer came out, I don't even want to say this, but when the trailer came out, people were literally commenting, they're like, Granny can't handle all that. I was like, oh wow.
Yo, when I just googled his wife, wow.
Yeah.
He would have been between 18 and 19 years old to Sam's 42 at the first time of their, around the time they like met or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. I feel like you never see like, usually you see like the man and like older and like doing
Oh,
like
yeah.
young models or something. Wow.
But that's the thing is that I feel like a lot of people like this happens to men too. Grooming happens to men all the time, and this just feels like a case of it. I don't know, but I don't know though. They could be fine and in love. Maybe I just don't want to admit it, but it's
Yeah, so
just a
how
little
old
weird.
is he now?
He's not old by any means. He's like
Is he in his
fairly
30s or
young.
40s, you think? I'm just
Probably-
guessing.
I'm like looking up. I'm like probably in his 30s.
Yeah, like he looks like
Honestly.
he's in his 30s.
He's 33.
Okay, so she's 50 something.
I just like look at this picture. He literally looks like a child.
Yeah, that's the one I just saw. I think that's when he was like younger.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, I just saw that.
this is literally when she was pregnant with his child, I think.
Oh my god, he looks like
Yeah.
her son.
No, it's a whole other thing. I could go on and on about it because it honestly kind of enrages me.
I saw you got what's it called? Why did I forget the name of the book? Renegades.
Oh, yes.
And I was thinking about it while you were talking about it, and I was like, I know she's gonna like it because it's superheroes, and now I'm like waiting for you to read it because I want to read the
Oh,
second
yeah.
one really bad. was thinking about it.
Yeah, that's why I got it because remember I picked that one for you because I was like, I want to see, because it's a thick book. Like it
is thick.
pretty thick. And I was
It
like,
goes
I
quick though
don't
because it's like a
know.
lot of action.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm like, I want to read it. The bad thing is that whenever I buy books, those go to the top of my TBR instead of, the books that have been sitting there for a month.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I just bought a few books and they're at the top of my TBR too, and now they're like on my bookshelf, but like not with my other books, and it's like I want to focus on the new ones now, and I feel bad for all my old ones.
That's the thing about what I wanted to do on the book buying ban. Is it possible for me to read all of my unread TBR? No. Like, let's just get that straight. But I do want to put like a significant dent in the books that I have.
Yeah.
Because some of them, like, I designate for certain seasons. Like, there are some books that I just won't read in the summer. I have a lot of dark academia books that I want to read like in the fall time because that's the only time I'll read dark academia because I
Yeah.
feel like the fall is perfect for that. And hold on, can I kind of go off the rails for a second? Even though we're not really on a rail. Fall girlies. I'm one of you, okay? We are one of the same. Fall is my favorite season. However, ladies, it's June.
Okay.
It's quite literally June. Let me focus on the summer. Come back end of July and let's talk fall stuff, because all over my For You page, like, people are already going to Home Goods and buying like fall decorations, decorating for fall, using fall audios.
I don't understand. I saw you say that.
I was like, guys, let me focus on summer.
They live somewhere that's cold? Is that what it is?
No, girlies just love fall. Like, they just love it. And for me, I think like the earliest that I decorate for fall maybe would be like the very end of August.
Yeah.
Because I also love fall. I think that's also around the time that Starbucks comes out with like their fall drinks, is like at the end of August. The thing that sucks though is that you do low key have to like go shop for fall decor right now, because if you like wait until actual fall time, it's like gone. Like, there's no like.
Yeah. Well, I saw this thing where, you know how you get like seasonal depression like in the winter? There's people that get that like in the summer. So maybe they're just like not loving the summer and they're like, I need fall vibes.
Which I did see that, because I like go through the comments, because I'm like, are people thinking what I'm thinking? Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching the videos. Like, I eat them up. Like, I love it so much, because I love fall, because I feel like genuinely, even though I love summer because like the weather's warm, I feel like I'm the most happy in fall. Just everything about it is cozy and I love the vibes. And everyone was like, listen, I love fall, but like this is too soon. And I've seen like a bunch of people be like, but I just don't like the summertime. Like, I love fall and that's like my favorite season. So, you know, I'm like, I understand it. But guys, listen, it's like a little bit too early for all of that. That would be like me decorating for Christmas in October and being like, nope.
It's not even
going
like
straight to
been
Christmas.
nice out here. Like, it literally feels like it hasn't even hit summer yet. The weather's just been so
like
bad.
That's how it feels at home too. Like, it doesn't feel like, it's been like very cloudy and kind of just like I don't know, like it
it's like
been
here.
super
It's
sunny
raining
and
all
nice.
the time. Just so rude.
It feels like you're living in Forks, Washington. That's a Twilight reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say didn't pick up on that one.
Yeah, that's awesome. I forgot that Sarah has not watched Twilight in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, did you only watch the first one? You never watched the second?
Yeah, I think only the first.
That is
I don't
wild.
even remember
I
it.
don't even know who Renesmee is.
No idea. Literally no idea.
Oh my god.
I haven't watched anything. I hit a point in my life where I just like completely stopped. I think it was like mid high school, maybe like end of high school. I just stopped watching things.
I know. I was trying to talk to Sarah about Twilight, Hunger Games, and something else. And Sarah was like, don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, oh, awesome. That's another thing that people are tagging me in now is Josh Hutcherson edits.
Oh gosh, really?
To the point where sometimes like multiple people will tag me in one video and it's a little humbling that somebody will literally look through the comments and see like 15 tags of me getting tagged and then edit. I want to shout out a TikTok account that I started following that I love. I'm pretty sure the username's ACOTAR memes. They are
Oh my
so
god.
funny.
I've never seen
so
funnier
funny.
memes of a book before.
Oh,
Just
my
in
God.
his point of view is just the funniest thing ever. They're like these
The tweets.
the tweet ones are funny. It's like him live tweeting stuff that happens in the book through his point of view, and it's just so funny.
It's like, girl, this dress is so ugly. I want to cry for her.
Yeah. Like it's just very like current times, like how we speak, but it's just so funny.
Yeah, I've been loving that recently. It's been like my serotonin boost is like the tweets. The Kermit the Frog ones are also.
Oh yeah, those are good.
literally
Yeah, those
hilarious.
are good.
Do you want to do the end of episode fun thing? I love that this is just like what we call it.
Yeah, end of the episode.
Okay,
Let me
so
get up
this
the
was
stats.
Sarah's idea, so I'm gonna let her take the reins for.
Yeah,
what this
let me
is.
shout out where I got this idea from, because I was on a drive, and when I go on drives, I have to do a podcast. I don't know why.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
music cuts it for like a half hour. That's it. But I was trying to find like book podcasts, and I have a few that I like. But I was listening to, what was the name? Something She Read. Give me a second. Wait, I was just listening to it. I'll read what she's reading. And I saw them on
love
TikTok.
that name, by the way.
Yeah, so cute. They're so okay. So I was listening to them, and they had an episode that was kind of just dedicated to this, and they did a this or that. So they posted on their book podcast story, and they were like, this or that book edition, and then they made it into an episode, and I sent it to Des, and I was like, this is such a fun idea for the end, like a this or that, but we can get your guys's percentage, and then we could talk about it. So that's what we did.
I don't
Okay.
know any of the results, by the way. I just
Oh,
wrote
you didn't
them down
look?
in the Notion. No.
Okay, all right, let me go look. All
I've been
right.
ignoring the podcast Instagram after the fiasco of the episode. I was like, I can't look at it.
First one was fantasy or romance, which I was looking through some of the DMs, and they were like, what about romantasy or whatever? But I was just like, making it very vague, but it's just romance or fantasy. So romance was 66% and fantasy was 34%.
That is very surprising to me.
Really?
I guess not.
I feel like majority people start with romance and then they get into fantasy. But I feel like that's like the way it goes. So
yeah, I guess it's just since I'm like a big fantasy girly now, I feel that I'm just like thinking of myself.
You're like, I like fantasy more.
I would choose fantasy over romance in this scenario.
I like the romance in fantasies, but I like having a good old romance book.
Well, because most of the time in fantasies, like you just said, there's a romance. So I know that I can have a little bit of a subplot of romance while having it be higher stakes and a more interesting plot than just like we work together and like, don't get me wrong, I still eat that up, but I think I would just prefer a fantasy.
This one's paperback or hardcover. Paperback had 93% and hardcover had 7%. Which
I 100%
the thing
agree.
is, yeah, I like the way that hardcovers look on like a shelf, or the way that they look. I just feel like they're prettier sometimes, but I like the feel and the way you can like wear out a paperback. Like I love a good old paperback.
I think I would throw a paperback against the wall and I would just start curving that thing and I would just like in the pages and just I love a worn book. Like I will beat my book up, let me tell you that.
Yeah.
And you can't do that
my
with
favorite
a hardcover.
books are so worn. No, you can't. When I'm annotating, I like annotating a hardcover because it's just a flat surface.
See, it's for me, they're just uncomfortable to hold.
They are. They really are. Okay, this one surprised me. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, physical book or e-reader? Physical book got 86%. E-reader only got 14%. I'm in the minority here because I love reading on a Kindle because I'm a slow reader and I just feel like I'm faster on a Kindle. I feel more efficient. I like holding a paperback more, but I like the convenience of my e-reader.
Here's what I'll say. I used to be a full-on hardcore. Like, no, I'm going to get a physical copy over it on my Kindle. Lately, though, I have been wanting to read on my Kindle because I feel like lately I've just really been focusing on, like, how far am I into this book already? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're holding a physical book and you can see, like, how far you are, it's a good thing and a bad thing. And I feel like lately my mind has been going towards like the bad part of it and be like, oh, I'm only this much through. Whereas like when I'm reading on my Kindle, 1, it's convenient. 2, no one can see what you're reading, which I like.
Yeah.
And 3, it's just like I can't look at like how much I am through the book physically. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
I like that the Kindle gives you. Yeah. And I like that it gives you how much time's left in the book, in the chapter, the percentage of the way through you're in. Like it gives you all the stats that I just need to know. I just need to know where I'm at. Next we have read in a bed or read at a cafe. So read in bed got 82% and read at a cafe got 18%.
See, that's not surprising to me. I feel like that's true because I feel like you're never more comfortable than you are in your own bed when you read.
Yeah. I would prefer being in a cafe. I just can't get things done in my bed.
I don't have like a Starbucks near me that's like actually has like good seating. Like there's one in Bloomington that I went to, the one that I went to yesterday, had the best outdoor and indoor seating. Like the Starbucks was so nice, and I was like, genuinely, if this Starbucks was by my house, I would go to Starbucks and just sit, read, and work all the time.
Yeah,
because
always the Starbucks that aren't near you.
I like reading in bed, but sometimes I'll be like, I'll just take a nap or I'll just start watching YouTube, like instead of just like reading, you know what I mean? So that's like
I was on TikTok today in bed when I was trying to read, and then I was like, what are you doing? Get off.
But I feel like if I go somewhere, I'm like, you were literally here for this. Like, this is, you have to sit down and do it. Like, this is what you're here for.
The next one is read in silence or read with background noise / music. So read in silence got 55% and read with background stuff got 45%. Very close here.
It's very close.
I personally cannot read in silence. My thoughts will overtake what I'm reading. I need music, preferably lyrics, which I feel like people are always asking me what I'm listening to, and I need music with lyrics because I tried listening the fantasy I'm reading. I tried like the classical, like just like whatever, no lyrics, and it didn't help. Like I literally started thinking about different things. To be like so distracted. I need like 10 things going on at once.
That's me. People used to like always comment and be like, how are you watching? Like I would always put on like Zane and Heath podcast, or I put on like Danny Gonzalez, Cody Co, people like that, like comfort YouTubers where it's like, I've watched this video before already. Like whatever, because I think it's the comforting feeling of like, I know what happened in this already, so like I already know like what I'm listening to and everything like that.
So I do before bed, I put on stuff that I've already seen.
So I'll either put on like comfort YouTubers, a comfort show, or I have a reading playlist on my YouTube channel of like niche, like super niche videos that I find that are soundscapes. So like some of them it'll be like chairs by the beach and just have like a little like beachy whatever. But I also have, I was literally listening to one last night and I had my headphones on and Isaac was like, there is no way that you were listening to SpongeBob ambiance, like the music.
No way.
It is, guys, I'm not joking. Go to my reading playlist on YouTube and it's the like SpongeBob
That's so funny.
Night, I think one. And it's so relaxing and so nostalgic and kind of makes me a little emotional. I like listening to those.
When you say that, I think of the SpongeBob sound that goes dun 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 dun.
It's not that one. It's more of the like, it's always like the music that's in the background, like you almost don't focus on it, but then when you hear it you remember like it being
I need to go listen to that.
It's, guys, it's so niche, but I love it. I also have like 80s mall music, or like it's the 1950s and you're at the lake, like stuff like that I love listening to.
Next is morning/day reader or night reader. So morning got 40% and night got 60%. Once I start reading at night, I'm asleep. I'll last like 10 minutes.
It has to be during the day, because I'm so bad at, like, I go to bed at 10. Okay, I don't stay up late. And so if I'm laying in bed, unless it's like such a good book where maybe I've already established that I'm liking the book, or like it's getting good, then I'll stay up. But like honestly, if that book is just kind of mid, best believe that I'm reading maybe like 3 pages of it and then going straight to bed.
Yeah,
helping me
definitely
sleep.
a morning day reader. But at night, it's like if I start reading, sometimes I read to like literally put myself to bed. But once I like if the book is good, I still could get tired. But once I get past like 12 a.m., I could stay up long. Like there's like this time frame where I'm either asleep or I could stay up the rest of the night. And if I don't go to bed at that time, I'm up. But usually I'm asleep so early.
I feel like night reading because a lot of people go to school or work during the day, so like the night is the only time that they can like read.
Oh yeah.
I feel like maybe that's why.
Yeah, I like to wake up and start reading. That.
Same.
Enemies to lovers or second chance, and enemies to lovers got 76%. Second chance got 24%.
As it should.
And I didn't say like enemies to lovers from like what genre it was, but I agree, because I think, and now if we're talking about genres, if you give me an enemies to lovers and a fantasy, I'm going to eat it up any day over a second chance. There's something about it.
It's so much more interesting because the storyline that we're taking is so much more interesting than the second chance to me.
It could go anywhere.
I say just like a regular romance book is enemies to lovers, even though in my opinion I just don't categorize like a regular like rom-com as enemies to lovers anymore, because it's like, oh come on babe, you guys just like got annoyed at each other once. But still, that's more interesting to me than like second chance romance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do love a second chance romance. It used to be one of my favorites, but I think it depends what I'm in the mood for. Like romance, I think I like second chance better than enemies to lovers in romance. I don't know.
Just always will go for the enemies to lovers. I love it so much.
Yeah. Okay, the next is standalone or series. So standalone got 45% and series got 55%. I think it depends what, again, genre it is. Like, I'm good with just a romance that's a standalone. But I think if it's a fantasy, most times it's a series. And I like that you can get more emotionally connected with them in a series. Like, some of my favorite books are series.
Yeah, and you can't, like, in a fantasy, I feel like there's of course, there's fantasy standalones. But, like, you're also, like, building up a world and characters and stuff that obviously are going to take like multiple books. And I also like series because I like to get very unhealthily attached to characters, and I feel like I can only do that if it's like a series.
Oh yeah.
Like, I rarely find, like, of course we have my Emily Henry books that like obviously those are standalone romances that I got attached to the characters, but like there's rarely ever just like a standalone like romance and I'm like genuinely like, oh yeah, this is like everything.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is long chapters or short chapters. So long chapters got 6% and short chapters got 94%. So
as
valid.
It should. If you
with
say
my
that
attention
you
span,
seek out long chapters, babe.
Yeah. And I think when I'm reading, I see people that they have to stop at a chapter, like they can't stop mid chapter. And I usually I'm fine with stopping mid chapter. If it's a long chapter, like I will stop reading just to like go on TikTok and take a break. Like my attention span is so bad. But if it's a short chapter, like I'll probably finish that book so quick just because I can just keep going. Something about a chapter finishing quick. I don't know what it is.
I talked about that in a video and I was like, I don't like. So this is what I don't understand, because I'm 100% short chapters all the way, because it feels like you're reading the book faster, which I think is what this comment said. 'Cause I think I was talking about this in a video once, and I was like, it just doesn't make sense, because say you have a book, both of them are 400 pages long, but one has long chapters and the other has short chapters. It's the same exact length, but something about it having short chapters makes you feel like you're reading it faster. I think the person, they're basically just saying like it's the phenomenon of like feeling that you are getting through the book faster because you're getting through chapters quicker, even though the length is the same. I don't know. It's a very interesting phenomenon to me, especially if like the book is the same amount, but it's just shorter chapters. It's just a lot more satisfying to be like, I've read 5 chapters already and I'm only 50 pages in, type of thing.
The next is meet your favorite author or meet your favorite character. So meet your favorite author got 27% and meet your favorite character got 73%, which is valid. There is a chance that you can meet your favorite author at some point in your life. Meeting your favorite character, I mean, they're not real. So if you got the chance to meet one, I think I would love to do that.
Oh, I would 100% take any chance to meet Rezand anytime.
The next one is mood reader or planned TBR, and mood reader got 91% and planned TBR got 9%. And I love this one because I feel like majority of us probably plan a TBR, but we're all mood readers. A lot of us are mood readers, so we never stick to that one.
And I've started to do this where like I did it last month where I had followers choose my TBR, but then I think like I only chose like 5 books for my TBR last month. Like I didn't choose a lot. I've started to do that where I'm like, there's about 5 books that I feel like I could see myself getting to, but I just feel like I used to be, when I first started making book videos, if I made a TBR, I was literally like, no, these are the only books I can read this month.
Yeah.
And I used to do that. Yeah. Like I used to literally like do my TBR every single month.
It's like in your head, you're not allowed to read anything else.
But then I turned into a mood reader because I think I even said like in an old video, like I can't mood read. Like I just have to read like what I've put on my TBR. But then now I turned into a mood reader where I can just really be like, yeah, I'm in the mood to read this book. Or I used to not put a book down. So like now if I'm in the middle of a book but I'm not feeling it, I can like stop. Not that I'm DNFing it, but I'm like, I want to try a different book and then see like if I like this one. You used to not be able to do that either. But now I've turned into a mood reader.
Live as yourself in your favorite book or be your favorite character. Live as yourself got 54% and be your favorite character got 46%. I would live as myself in my favorite book. I want to be myself in my favorite book because I would want to join everyone like as myself, because I feel like if you're your favorite character, I don't know how to just explain that one, but I think I would want to join everyone as myself because I could just see everyone in my point of view, you know? I don't know. But if you want to be your favorite character, then it's like, you're all like, if you were Feyre, you're married to, you know what I mean? So it's whichever one you're feeling. Like, are you trying to break up a marriage of them?
I would, if I was myself in the book, I wouldn't be breaking up that. Okay, I can't mess with that bond. But that's what I mean. If I wanted to be a character, this is so
tough
difficult.
Decision. I know. I saved the best.
You know what?
Last.
I'm gonna say that I think I would rather be the character, because would I fit in as myself?
That's true.
I'm weak.
Yeah, I'm also wondering, like, if we were thrown into a book as ourselves, like, would we be thrown in as like their friends or something? Like, we have to build ourselves from the bottom.
Exactly? Do I have
What's
to?
What's our story?
Would I just be myself, appear in Valeris? What if they all looked at me like, "Girl, we don't have room for you. Like everyone's perfectly matched up."
They throw you to a different court.
They throw me like they put me in a spring court. Tamlin. I'm like, this is a nightmare. Yeah, I think I would choose a character because I just don't know if I fit in.
The valid answer.
Yeah, because like imagine this, Sarah. You walk in to the British elite in Magnolia Parks. What are they going to say to you? Wearing H&M.
Listen,
Sara.
I would not be wearing H&M. I wouldn't. I would have to go shopping and drain my bank account to get in there, and then I would walk in. Yeah, I think I would have to
Magnolia
meet.
would let you borrow clothes, and
Yeah, I think that Magnolia would take on to, because then she'd be like, "Oh, this poor girl needs
literally
my help.
poor.
Literally needs my help," and then she would take me under her wing. I think.
I love that. That's how you think.
Thank you. Those are all the this or that questions that we have for
Some of those were hard.
this one. Yeah, it gets you thinking.
Love when a question gets you thinking. I gotta love that. Gotta love that.
Let us know any other little end of the
I say
episode.
this in every episode.
I know, but I'm like, we can't do the same ones every
Guys,
time.
we're desperate. You do need to let us know, because
And our brains can't think of anything.
I was saying this today. I was like, I know the bare minimum of everything that I do. Like, I'm not somebody that's like a professional in like podcasting or YouTube videos. I know the bare minimum of how to get us there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm always like, yep, would appreciate if you guys helped me out, like, and just told me what I should be doing.
Just want your guys' opinion. You're listening to us chat about this stuff, so. And I want more that are like interactive. Like, this was fun because you guys gave us the percentage like from you guys, which was fun.
Yeah, I also like the end of the episode things like that, like when you guys can be involved in it.
Yeah.
Basically what Sarah just said.
Basically what I just.
Me just repeating Sarah for the whole entire podcast, just in a different font. Just being like,
Thank you
thanks
so
for listening
much.
to us talk. You guys are honestly lucky that this was an hour. Well, it's like an hour and 30 on the recording. I don't know what it is post-production, but because me and Sarah are just having a day.
Listen, I've been having a weekend. This weekend's been on me.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So,
Is that how you say that? It's been on one. I don't know, guys. I'm going
yeah,
away.
it's
I'm going
been
away
on.
tomorrow. See y'all next week.
Yeah, Sarah's going away, and we're gonna miss her. Everyone wish her safe travels and wish her better.
Driving an hour and a half from my house. Wait, it's not a real. I mean, it's like a staycation, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you're getting away. You are getting away.
And I was gonna film, reading like, I don't know, summer books for a week, but I literally told myself over this weekend, I was like, girl, read on your own, film when you're back. I think I need like a few days.
Take a week break. Take a vacay where you don't have to worry about anything. And that's what I'm going to hold you to it. And we're going to make sure that Sarah takes a relaxing vacation. That's what she needs after the weekend that she's had.
I'll let you guys know how it goes when we're back.
We can't wait to hear from you when you come back and you rehash the entire trip, every single little detail. I know I just said that you aren't working, but I need you to take a notebook with you and write down every little thing that you did.
I will. I'll recap.
Well,
every day.
Even though next episode Sarah's already going to be back, but tell everyone we're going to miss Sarah while she's gone for the week.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. I'll miss you all so much. I can't wait to talk when I'm back.
Thank you guys, and thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode.
Thank you.
We love ya.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.